Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams. And one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
The Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. To the air. It's dark. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, makes the grab. It's Wells. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Here's the 2nd down play. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Look at him run through those tacklers. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, each defense, Kirk, relying on an elite corner as they try to shut down the passing games. Both guys have skills, and they have the swag to go with it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's the point is yeah, they have the skills, they have the size, the speed, but I think it's the instincts, just a natural ability to find the football and be able to come up with plays that help their defense get the ball back to their own offense and really separate these two. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking for the wide out. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive...
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Rebels looking to run some tempo here. To throw, it's Dark. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Send the back in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. And bulldozing his way through. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Rebels with 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. They bring him down after a short gain there. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down after that previous play. Handoff heading left. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable backs again on this roster, too.
It's a run to the left. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. Tackle made after a big gain.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
It's a draw to the back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And the Rebels come to the line to run the hurry out. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry out.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Back to throw. It's Dart. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And on the carry, he's heading left. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Hand off to the back. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. And
he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off over there. What a play.
Well, Chris, this is almost really like a punt. It's third down and long. If you're going to throw a pick, this is the time to do it. Throw it way downfield. The defense, yeah, they intercepted. But because it's so far downfield, it's essentially a punt by the offense.
He's got a receiver wide open here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And looking to throw now on first down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They'll talk strategy here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. On the run here, lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage. Looks like one more play here before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And the Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the run, it's Williams. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Fires it to the wideout, but it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the tackler. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first down, it's play action. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The back's got it on a counter. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Rebels will have to punt this one away. On the return, it's Anderson. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Heading left after the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So the offense flexing her grip and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Handoff in a single back formation.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass. It's Dart. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Linebacker shifting around now. Here comes a handoff. Makes a nice move there. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Receiver makes the catch. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Crossing the 40. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his...
Picked off, a crucial turnover. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff on a counter. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking tackles. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now. The Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking downfield, it's Dart. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Running back has it on a screen now. Takes some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Anderson. Breaking free at midfield. Work out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Receiver in motion now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter. Critical down and distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Short pass finds the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And completion makes it second and short. Back to pass. It's Dart looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
The two-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And here comes that LSU offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive the catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.